After stepping away from royal duties, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle moved to California, promising a life of authenticity, freedom, and a mission to help others. However, they now find themselves under the scrutiny of an IRS probe, with questions surrounding their financial dealings. Their empire consists of 11 businesses, 13 bank accounts, and a struggling charity, the Archewell Foundation. What started as a philanthropic endeavor has now raised suspicions about whether their efforts are truly altruistic or simply a way to boost their own wealth. Is this a financial collapse or just a misunderstood phase in their journey? Let's take a closer look at their financial activities and the companies involved. The Archewell Foundation was established with the aim of making a difference, but its financial records have sparked doubts. Initially seen as a charitable project, questions now arise about whether it is genuinely supporting those in need or primarily serving the couple's personal interests. The name Archewell itself has been debated, with some questioning whether it's a family tribute or just a clever marketing move. Financially, the foundation has taken a sharp downturn, with donations plummeting from $10.4 million to just $1.6 million in 2022, a staggering 85% drop. This has led to growing concerns that public interest is waning, and many are left wondering if donors are fully aware of how their contributions are being used. In addition to their charitable endeavors, Harry and Meghan have set up 11 companies in Delaware, a state known for its business-friendly tax laws. This move has caught the attention of the IRS, as many question whether they are using these companies as a means to exploit tax loopholes. Delaware allows businesses to avoid state income taxes if they don't operate within the state, leading some to speculate whether the Sussexes are taking advantage of this legal structure. The names of these companies seem to honor their family and heritage, but it remains unclear whether they are simply clever branding tools or whether they are linked to personal projects. People continue to wonder about the true nature of these businesses and if charity funds are being used for personal gain. Another puzzling element is the presence of 13 separate bank accounts linked to their charity. The reason for such a large number of accounts raises eyebrows, with some questioning whether it's a sign of sophisticated financial management or an indication of something more mysterious. Why would a single charity need so many accounts, and what are the funds being used for? These questions only add to the growing intrigue surrounding their financial activities. The handling of funds by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle has raised several concerns, particularly regarding the division of their finances and the use of multiple bank accounts. While having numerous accounts could offer flexibility in managing funds, it also raises questions about whether these accounts are concealing how the money is actually being spent. Even though donations have dropped significantly, expenses have not only remained steady but have also seen slight increases, particularly in the salaries of those working within their charity. This has fueled doubts about the efficiency of these accounts and whether they are hiding the true financial picture of the Archewell Foundation. The increasing costs amid dwindling donations are hard to ignore, prompting questions about how the foundation can justify these expenditures. Despite a reduction in donations, Harry and Meghan's lifestyle appears largely unaffected, leading to ethical and legal concerns about whether their personal spending is being supported by charitable funds. Some critics argue that Archewell resembles a private bank more than a non-profit, pointing to the high salaries paid to staff and questioning whether the foundation's stated mission to help others is genuinely being pursued. Transparency is a key issue here, as most charities are expected to openly share their financial records to build public trust. In contrast, Archewell keeps its finances under wraps, further fueling suspicions about how the money is being used. The foundation's lack of transparency has only deepened public curiosity, and many wonder whether the IRS investigation will reveal the truth or if Harry and Meghan can prove their financial dealings are above board. Harry and Meghan's decision to use Delaware for their business operations is another point of contention. Delaware's financial privacy laws are attractive to high-profile individuals seeking to keep their affairs private, but this choice has led to criticism, especially when juxtaposed with the transparency that charities are expected to maintain. Their privacy, while understandable for personal matters, conflicts with the public's desire to know how charity funds are being handled. Meghan's lawyer and business manager, who oversee her finances, are central to their financial strategy, but this raises further questions about ethical boundaries and the potential for privacy breaches. What began as a story of love and a desire to give back to others has evolved into a financial scandal that shows no signs of dying down anytime soon. As the couple expands their business ventures in the U.S., their financial practices continue to come under the microscope. Their situation may serve as a cautionary tale about the potential dangers of blending ambition with charity and the consequences of not maintaining clear financial transparency. Public opinion is likely to fluctuate as the IRS investigation progresses, and it remains to be seen whether Harry and Meghan can regain public trust or if their financial dealings will continue to overshadow their charitable efforts. The ongoing investigation could either vindicate them or expose uncomfortable truths that might define their legacy for years to come. The ongoing IRS investigation and the finances of Archewell have undoubtedly captured public attention, raising questions about transparency and accountability. Whether you support or criticize Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, their financial saga is undeniably captivating. If they choose to be open about their financial dealings, they could turn this controversy into an important lesson in accountability. However, staying silent could result in further damage to their reputation and serious repercussions down the line. What do you think about their financial choices? Join the conversation and share your thoughts on the boundaries of celebrity charity and the importance of being accountable. When Harry and Meghan left the royal family, they promised a new beginning, freedom from the spotlight and a chance to live their lives on their terms. They sought independence from royal duties and the constant media attention that came with their positions. However, their financial decisions have raised doubts about whether this reset is truly about changing their lifestyle or simply continuing their high-profile existence. Despite leaving the royal bubble, their lavish lifestyle, particularly their spending habits, has not gone unnoticed. They promised to step away from the royal luxuries, but their expensive choices suggest that little has changed. Their $14 million mansion in Montecito, California, reflects a life far from average, raising the question of how they can afford such a lifestyle while donating less to charity. But the Meghan age mystery is about more than just numbers. It's part of a larger discussion about authenticity, perception, and control. For public figures like Meghan, crafting a narrative isn't just about vanity. It's about navigating impossible expectations in a world that demands perfection. The allure of her story, including its unresolved questions, keeps us fascinated, divided, and invested. Whether her age is precisely what she claims or slightly different, the conversation speaks to our collective struggle with the ideals we impose on others and ourselves. So, why does it matter? Is the real issue Meghan's age, or is it our own fixation on her image? Does it reveal something deeper about the pressures women face in the spotlight? Share your thoughts below, and let's keep the conversation going. After all, what we find compelling about Meghan's story might tell us more about ourselves than it does about her. Meghan Markle's age debate brings to light society's deep need for consistency and trustworthiness, especially when it comes to public figures. For many, a celebrity's life details serve as markers of authenticity, and any deviation, no matter how small, can feel like a breach of trust. This is especially true for Meghan, whose every action is scrutinized under a magnifying glass. Even minor discrepancies about her birth year are amplified, fueling doubts about her sincerity. Some see these inconsistencies as flaws, while others empathize with her efforts to present herself in the best light. After all, isn't the desire to be seen favorably something we all share? What stands out, however, is the gendered nature of this scrutiny. Male celebrities rarely face such intense interrogation about their age. The pressure to appear youthful, ideal, and unchanging falls disproportionately on women, who are often judged harshly for any sign of imperfection. For Meghan, this age debate highlights a broader societal double standard. It reveals the added burdens women carry, not just in Hollywood or royalty, but in every sphere where appearances are prioritized over achievements. A story from Meghan's early years further complicates the narrative. Joshua Silverstein, a childhood acquaintance, recalled meeting her at a summer camp when they were both 13. While this memory paints a heartwarming picture of a young Meghan, the timeline doesn't align with her official birth year of 1981. If Joshua was born in 1977, how could they both have been 13 at the same time? This innocent tale of teenage friendships has turned into a puzzle for curious minds, highlighting how even nostalgic anecdotes can be dissected for hidden meanings. Yet, these moments also humanize Meghan, showing her as more than just a royal or a public figure. She was once a teenager navigating life like anyone else. The media's role in shaping the Meghan Markle narrative cannot be overlooked. Over the years, Meghan has been portrayed in varying lights, sometimes as an icon of empowerment and other times as a subject of relentless critique. The age debate is just one thread in a larger tapestry of media-driven narratives about her. Every word, choice, and action she makes is dissected, leaving little room for her to define her own story. This scrutiny has turned something as personal as her age into a symbol of how little autonomy celebrities often have over their identities. For Meghan, even the smallest detail becomes a critical piece of a larger media puzzle, fueling endless fascination. At its core, the debate over Meghan's age is less about the exact year she was born and more about the societal pressures of maintaining a cohesive public image. Meghan's journey, from actress to royal and back to private citizen, has required her to adapt to vastly different roles. Each stage of her life demanded a carefully curated narrative to meet the expectations of her evolving audience. Whether any discrepancies about her age are intentional or accidental, they symbolize the lengths public figures go to protect their image. For Meghan, managing her story has been both a challenge and a source of allure, adding to her mystique and keeping the public captivated. This conversation also reflects a deeper societal issue, the way we view age as a measure of worth. While men are often celebrated for aging gracefully, women face criticism for any sign of growing older. Meghan's story is a reminder of how these double standards pervade every aspect of life, from Hollywood to the workplace. The pressure to stay forever young forces many women, not just public figures, to make difficult choices about their identity. For Meghan, adjusting or even obscuring details about her age could be seen as a response to a world that penalizes women for simply being human. Ultimately, the fascination with Meghan's age is about more than entertainment. It reveals how much we value youth, consistency, and control. Her story challenges societal norms and invites us to reflect on our own biases. Why are we so preoccupied with the numbers that define someone's life? Perhaps Meghan's ability to navigate this scrutiny while staying relevant speaks to a deeper strength. It's a reminder that authenticity, like identity, is rarely black and white. What do you think? Does this debate reveal more about Meghan or about our collective obsession with perfection? Let's continue the conversation below.